Hey guys, Dylan from Noble Records coming at you with another video. It has been like a month since I've done my heavy rotations videos. I try to do them every week, but it's just been a really busy, crazy time. Won't get into all of it, but just busy time. So I've got a lot to show on this, and I took a bunch out that I'm not showing, but tried to take, the cream of the crop of what I've been listening to over the past month. It's been a lot. Just want to start off really quick. I got like a pretty mega grail. So a friend of mine, his name's Raj, on Instagram, he had posted that he got a near mint copy of this, and I know it was one of his favorite albums, so he had a copy that was like in a little bit rough shape, and I was envious of it anyways, because I mean they're impossible to find. I'm just gonna go ahead and show you. This is felt. This is look at the cover on that thing. It's on NASCO, but the back cover is really cool too, so I'll show that to you as well. But yeah, so it's this insane, like really good psychedelic rock record. And I've always wanted one. It's one of those, it's unreal to have. I mean, they're, to give you an idea what they go for, and they're usually somewhere around $1,000. They're really rare. And he had an old copy, and I was like, hey man, I know you got this really nice new, near mint copy. What are you gonna do with your old copy? And he said, well, I hadn't really thought about it. And I said, well, if you decide to sell it, let me know. And he said, how about this? You can just, he's like, I got it for cheap a long time ago. You can just have it. And so he just sent it to me, and he didn't send it to me for me to give him any recognition whatsoever. It's just a really nice thing for him to do. A lot of people in the vinyl world, a lot of people are real greedy, and they want every single dime they can get out of something. But I think the most important part of the whole vinyl thing is the community. Just really incredible. So he's not on YouTube. He doesn't have a channel or anything, but he just gave me this out of the kindness of his heart with no expectation, absolutely no expectation. So I've been listening to this like crazy. This is a big grail, not checked off my want list. I love this record so much. I never thought I'd have one. So Raj, if you're watching this, thank you, man. I don't think he even watches my channel, to be honest. Another one, I've been looking for this one for a really long time, and it's just really tough to find over in the States. I've never even had an opportunity to buy one. This is November. It's on the Sonnet label. This is a Swedish band, really killer Swedish hard rock. I mean, this is a real hard and heavy record, just killer fuzz guitar. Checks all the boxes for me. But this one has been really high up on my want list for a long time, and finally found one. I don't know where I bought it from. It was somewhere. It was either Germany or Sweden, but guy had this one and another one I'm about to show. But if you could stream this, I don't even know if you can stream it. I know you can find it on YouTube. This is a really killer record, and I don't know how to pronounce that. I would butcher it for sure. But yeah, this is a really sweet original Swedish press, so it's killer stuff. And the same seller had this Propeller. This is a 71, I believe. Really good, like krautrock record from Germany. Just like prog hard rock kind of feel to it, but they classify it as krautrock. Had some of the members of Lucifer's Friend in this, so really good hard and heavy stuff. This is a great record that has kind of been on my radar. This is another one I've been wanting for a super long time. Finally found a copy, which is really crappy. The seller on eBay, he had another record I really wanted, and I got it. I got it in an auction. Got a really killer deal on it. I was stoked. And since I got that, I was like, I'll see what else he has. And then he had this, so I bought them both. The next day he messages me and says, hey, I accidentally sold that other record you wanted twice, so I don't have it, but I'll send you this one, which this one I was excited to get anyways. But this is The Mountains of Madness by Black Feather. Really good Australian hard rock. This is a really good record, and it's really tough to find. So I am glad, because I don't think I would have seen this without me getting the other one, but I really wanted that other one. that one's been like, it's heavy status for me. But this is a great record. Amazing guitars on this. I've been after it for a long time. This is an original Australian press, but it's a Black Feather at the Mountains of Madness. Beautiful record on Infinity. I don't have this in a sleeve or anything. I just been listening to it. So, and then I was going to show you this. I was at a thrift store and found this. I've been wanting this for years. This Jimi Hendrix Experience box set. It's like what, like a 8 LP. So I had the CD box set version of this. I got for my birthday one year. Like right when it came out, I was like 16, and I had a boom box outside with my CD player. I just gotten this, I remember, and I was trying to buff out my Volkswagen Beetle. I had a '74 Super Beetle, and so a lot of this stuff I listened to over and over again while I was outside working on my car. I bought it for $300, and just basically had been sitting for decades, and the Beetle, not the box set, and finally got it back up to running, and it was my pride and joy. It's like playing with a big toy car, the Volkswagens are. But anyways, so I've always wanted the vinyl version of it. I've just never sprung for it. And I go into a thrift store, and they have this bad boy for $5. $5, y'all. I was like so stoked. I don't know how that happened. I don't know. It's perfect. Like it's the number. It's like a number edition too. Like it's got some bumps around the edges, but $5, seriously? I was like stoked on that. So they had a couple other records too I bought for the shop, but that was a super sweet find. So David, if you're watching this, really nice guy from, I believe, Arizona, viewer of the channel, and he was trying to make some quick cash. He needed to buy a guitar. It's just kind of one of those things, when you need to buy a guitar, you gotta buy a guitar, So he's like, I need to sell some big records to fund this thing. And so he sent me a bunch of records in the mail and just said, let me know what you think, and we'll come to an agreement on it. And there were some heavy hitters in there. Some of them I sold in the shop already, but I kept some of them because that's how I am. He has very similar taste to me. So anyways, I've shown you guys my copy of Toad. So I had an original or maybe it was an original, can't remember which, mine was either Italian or German. I don't think it was German. I can't remember. The one I had that I'd gotten. This is his copy that he sent me. Now this is an original Italian white label promo. Since it was a white label promo, I decided to keep this one and sell mine. So anyways, David, I have your copy of Toad. But this one's like in pristine condition. Beautiful copy. And so my copy I put in the shop. But man, thank you for sending this. This is a heavy record. So Toad, if you're not familiar, it's just really killer hard rock with crazy good guitar work on it. This is like a really cool sleeve that's like neon, but I'll take it out of the sleeve so you can see it. But this is hard stuff, bulletproof, really good early 70s hard rock feel to it. This is an original UK press on that purple label. But yeah, I'm thrilled to have this. I've been wanting one for a while, and actually I've almost bought it a couple times, but just hadn't pulled the trigger on it. And this was a really good clean copy, so I'll put that back in later. Every time I try to put things back in sleeves on camera, it just ends up making me look like an idiot. Let's get moving on here. Devil's Kitchen. This is a band that never put out an album. This is like a 2011 comp of their some of their material. There's a flyer in here. I was going to show you guys, but it's of them playing with Big Brother and the Holding Company and Kaleidoscope. So it's like a printout of one of their handouts or whatever. But really good. Like some of it's like hippie music, but some of it is like really heavy, deep fuzz psychedelic goodness. That's just like kind of caught me off guard. Really good stuff. But I'd love to have seen what their album would have looked like if they had released it. This is a numbered copy, so kind of a reissue type deal. Been looking for this for a really long time. Finally found one recently. This is a copy of Neil Young, Mirror Ball. This is the original press with that killer hype sticker on the cover. This is the notorious for his backing band was Pearl Jam. Grunge, 1995. This is in the shrink. It's in perfect condition. I've been wanting this record for such a long time. So found this and I was very thrilled to get it. So Mirror Ball, Neil Young. Neil Young's one of those artists that I really like every phase he got into. I can't get enough. Love Neil Young. This is one that's a really sweet record, kind of a tragic story. So this is Syd Barrett. I've been wanting this for a long time. This is a original UK press. Friend of mine brought in the shop. He had bought a collection a while back and had this in it. He brought it to me because I do have a record flattener and it had a warp in it. As soon as I saw it, I knew I couldn't fix it because it's the worst edge warp I have ever seen in my life. And if you can see, let me get you good. But right there, you see that? Dang, it's so bad. But so like the needle jumps for the first 30 seconds, and I've tried all the tips and tricks. I've improved it a little bit, but what happened likely with this is that it was the spine was against like a space heater or something at some point. And so the rest of the record, it sucks because the rest of the record is like near mint. It's so nice. Just that first 30 seconds of each side, you can't listen to it. But I mean, this is like a $300 record normally. I mean, it being warped like that, I don't really know what it's worth. But he gave me a really good deal on it, obviously, because of that. So this is one I've had in the past. This is Witchcraft Coven. This is kind of a notorious psychedelic rock record. The first side is really good, kind of dark psych, obviously with a name like Witchcraft. And so like I remember the first time I found a copy of this, I was really excited because I knew it was one of those that people look for. And I listened to the first side and it was like so good. And then I flip it to the second side and it is like unlistenable, horrible, satanic seance ritual. I'm not like too, leery about stuff like that. And I mean, I don't know what your religious views are or whatever, but it's unsettling no matter who you are. It is rough. So, like the one I got, I sold it immediately. I was like, I don't want this. But I'm washing my hands of this monstrosity. But I got this, came to a shop, another friend of mine traded it in, and it's a super clean copy. And so I listened to that first side again, and it's so good. I've decided just not to listen to the B side. If it was like that good on both sides, that would be like $1,000 record probably. So this is a really cool like funk record, Mr. Rhythm, King Sporty. This is set 1977. I've said it once, I'll say it again. There was some really good killer disco funk coming out of 1977. That was a golden year for that disco funk, man. But this King Sporty is a killer record, man. Very funky. Has like some Latin feel to it, some disco feel to it. It's very good. So I know in the rock circles, disco is a 4-letter word, and everyone hates disco, and everybody talks about how bad it is. But not all disco is bad. Like Kiss disco, that's bad. The rock that tried to follow the disco trend, that's bad. But like the disco funk is just killer, man. It's like my whole life I was like, disco sucks. But disco doesn't suck. Some of it's really good. So anyways, this is the Fray, How to Save a Life. This is a 2016 reissue, which is like super hard to find apparently. I didn't know that, but this is on buttercream colored vinyl, which whatever. But these are just like really limited. Ben Wasaki, the drummer, is a good friend of mine. I've done a couple of videos with him in the past if you want to search for him. But and I talked to him about like, why is this so rare? And he just said that the label Sony didn't want to put it on vinyl. They're like, he didn't think it would sell. and so they didn't do many. So this is the last pressing of it. They did a press in 2017, and then this pressing was 2000, or they did a pressing in 2007, and this was 2016. So, anyways, these are going for like $200 online. It's crazy. So, anyways, I got this recently for a good deal, and I didn't realize they were even going for that much. But that's a super nostalgic record for me. I wrote the whole story on Instagram of that record for me. I mean, in college, I like memorized that record, and there's a lot behind it. If you want to read about it, go on my Instagram at Noble Records. This is another one I've been wanting. I've had this before, and a friend of mine sold some really good stuff to me recently. He needed some cash, and like he has top of the line stuff, near mint, perfect, in the shrink. Most of it's like just in the shrink, hype stickers, all that stuff. So I've got like 100 records from him that I've pulled aside for myself. The rest of them I put out in the shop, but they're like upgrade copies for me. So I got to sift through them, and I will show you guys that stuff. But it's like psychedelic rock and stuff that's so clean, it's just stupid. But this is just super clean. Sticky Fingers. This might be my favorite Stones record. I don't know. It's really hard to say. You know, Let It Bleed, Sticky Fingers, Exile. Those three are my mains. I love that stuff. But I was glad to finally get another one of these. I hadn't had one in a while. Another rabbit hole I've been going down. Gosh, like I go through seasons to where like I get burned out, and I just listen to the same stuff I always listen to. And then I go through like these like bursts of like interest and creativity, and like I've got to find this, I got to find that, to where I just get hungry all over again. And that's what's exciting about collecting. But so I have known about library music. People are like, you have any library music? And I'm like, no. Library music's really rare. A lot of it's French or Italian. But library records are, I found this a while ago. This is maybe a month or two ago. Found this record, and this is a library record. This is like an iconic one. This is Funk by Jacko Novelich. I don't know, but it's French. This dude that made this funk record, his picture is not on this, but if you look up a picture of him, he doesn't look like he would make a funk record. He's still cranking them out, still making music, but he made like a bunch of series of these library records where this one was funk, so it was meant to be used for soundtracks, whatever. So there's all these different songs, and even on some funk, or even on some library records, it'll break it down by like different feelings, like happy, sad, nostalgic, you know, depressed, action, you know, whatever. So it was basically meant to just be background music, but some of it is just really, really killer, and it's really, really interesting. But like you have, you know, these classically trained musicians that are trying to make funk, and so it sounds different and it sounds really cool or whatever. So this is a really cool, this was Soul Impressions, but that's just an example of a library record. That's the best one I have. So they've been on my radar for a while, but I just never see them. And I've started kind of seeking them out, and I got this book. It's called Unusual Sounds, The Hidden History of Library Music. And it has like, it shows all the covers of them and stuff. And like, I study covers of records because like, I want to, like, if I'm flipping, I want to be able to identify them. So like, I'm always looking at record covers and just to familiarize myself with things I don't know. But this is a great buy. Really, really super interesting about just the history of it. And so it's just killer, man. There's also a LP that goes with this that I haven't gotten yet, but I'd like to get. But this is really good reading material if you're into that type of thing. Okay, moving right along. I've got still a bunch more stuff to show you guys. So, Ancient Greece Records, it's a little label. They did this split 7-inch Tongue. One of the band's name is Tongue, and the other one's is Max. Max is the A side, and there's a song that Max does called Run Run. And I do not do 7 inches very often, but in this case, I had to. It's just a killer 7-inch. But there was only 30 of these made in this particular format. It's got pictures and like all this stuff. So that was really cool. I was glad to be able to get one of those. And then I got a little stackety stack here. And then I've also at the end, I'm going to show some gifts that I've been given. Some really cool stuff. So this is a North Carolina private press called Coyote, which stands for Cast Off Your Old Tired Ethics. Really, really cool hard Southern rock private press record. There's a song on here called Final Notice. It's like a blues rock number where he's talking about all the bad stuff going on in his life, and it has the best line I have ever heard in a song. I'm trying to remember it. He says, just found out my girlfriend's pregnant. My wife is overdue. I just got back from the doctor, and he says I'm sterile as a mule. Oh my gosh. The first time I heard that, I was like, that is rough. Anyways, Coyote. It's a really cool North Carolina private press hard rock. I showed this in my last video. I found it at Antique Mall. I hadn't listened to it in a long time. And it's called Giants. But as you can see, I got it for $5. They usually go for like 20. But it's just really good, like, you know, disco funk. It's not 1978, so. But pretty cool record. I just got the Fish, the white tape reissue. And this is, I'm not a huge Fish guy. Just going to show you the colored vinyl on this, which I wasn't really too worried about it being on colored vinyl. But this colored vinyl copy, it's like limited edition, whatever. It's going for like a lot on eBay. I think I still have some in the shop for like $20. So if you're around, I think they're going for like $75 online. So anyways, pretty cool. But I've never been huge on Fish, but I thought I'd buy this and give them another shot. This is a really good record. I need to get more into their stuff because I'm into the Dead and all that other stuff. It's just one of those that never really stuck in my craw. I'm trying to hurry. So this is the Rail Band. Buffet Hotel de la Gare. I don't even know. But this is a reissue. The original pressings of these are millions of dollars. I don't know. This is some really cool Afrobeat type African music. I have been getting like real into Afrobeat and like Zamrock and just weird stuff from Africa. Like I've found this. I'm going to go into that in my next video because I don't have time to talk about it now. I've got a whole stack of stuff to show you guys. But this is a really cool one. Very tough to find. This was made in Japan. Even the reissues are stupid hard to find and expensive, but the originals are very expensive. It's a really cool record. I just got that. I just got this Black Sabbath Past Lives. It's a really cool comp of like early Ozzy solo, not Ozzy solo, but Ozzy Black Sabbath live stuff. So that one's really cool. I think it has a cool gatefold too. Nah, but anyways, Tonto's Expanding Headband, Zero Time. This is a psych record I've been wanting for a while. Finally got one. This is an original UK, I believe. Just got that. A viewer, and sorry guys, I don't remember everybody's names all the time, but one of the viewers heard about me talking about like the whole scene of like Christian psychedelic rock. It's just it's a whole thing, but this is on limited edition on wine colored vinyl. Jesus People music. It's a really cool comp of like just Christian early psych. It's just really cool. It's a really niche genre, but there's some killer Christian psych. I mean, the one is Fraction, Moonblood. That's the best one, you know, in my opinion, obviously, but I'm super into that. I just got this. Actually didn't have a copy of this yet because I hadn't found one clean enough for me, but this is an original UK of the Rolling Stones Out of Our Heads. This is a really nice original UK copy, and it is like super clean. Stoked to get that. I've been getting a little bit more into the Stones. I wasn't raised on rock and roll at all, but I was, as a kid, more into Zeppelin. The Stones were okay, but I never really broke out of radio Stones, you know, the stuff you hear on the radio. I really liked a couple of their songs, and then, you know, once I got Let It Bleed and Sticky Fingers. I started like getting into them more, but for some reason they never stuck with me like Zeppelin did. And then as I got older, I've grown, my appreciation for them has obviously grown, but I'm just now getting like trying to get all their albums and like listen to them more, and like I mean obviously incredible stuff. So this is an album that is a really cool. Snarky Puppy. It's a really cool band. They do like really crazy, like I would call it fusion. Like fusion jazz rock. I don't know. I guess that's what you'd call it. But they do this thing called Family Dinner, where they just invite all these different musicians to do like to lead these different songs. And there's one called Don't You Know, and it's got Jacob Collier in it. Jacob Collier is this like incredible prodigy musician. He's like in his 20s and he's got like 1,000 Grammys. But he was raised, his mom was a school teacher, like a college teacher who taught like music theory and stuff, and he grew up in her classroom, and so like he just like he can literally play any instrument better than anybody you've ever heard. Any instrument, like hundreds of different instruments, is unreal. But anyways, he does a song in here that's really killer, but this is like kind of out there jazz fusion type stuff, but it is unreal. Really good stuff. So check it out. They did a lot of YouTube videos, so a lot of this stuff is on YouTube. The Jacob Collier one I know is on YouTube. It's very, very good, but it's called Don't You Know, Snarky Puppy, and it's on the Family Dinner series. But that's Family Dinner Volume 2. Very good stuff. Madlib, Sound Ancestors. Man, I've been like really into like Madlib and Q-Tip and all these different guys that are like pioneers of finding these crazy beats and breaks and stuff, and they're crate diggers that are just like finding stuff, and that whole process is a whole nother side of collecting records that a lot of people don't even know about. But this is a really killer record. It's just like hip-hop instrumental type stuff, I guess, is the way I would categorize it. But lots of cool stuff on here. I've been really into that lately. And just a pro tip, there is a whole series, the channel Fuse, F-U-S-E, has a series called Crate Diggers, where all these old, like, I won't say old, but all these like old school DJs and MCs and producers and all this stuff go through and show you their record collections and how, like, tell you all these crazy stories. There's like 50 something episodes, and I've been like binging the crap out of those. And I'll be taking notes, like, just I've been really into that. Wish You Were Here promo, no big deal. This is another freaking killer, Nile Rogers, Adventures in the Land of the Good Groove. So this is a really funky record, and you can get it for like 10 or 15 bucks. If you see this record, buy it. If you want something funky, this is incredible. Just finally got this. Nile Rogers was on a lot of really cool stuff, obviously, but yeah, just that's a record you need to check out. This is a really weird one. Howard Jones University Jazz Ensemble, 1978. It says a college, Howard University. And it's just like funk soul jazz, and it's really, really good. It's not worth a ton of money. It's probably worth like 30 or 40 bucks, but really cool record. King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard live in Asheville, 2019. As you probably know, King Gizzard has authorized a bunch of different people to bootleg their stuff, and so this is authorized bootleg. Incredible sound quality. This is unreal how good it is. But man, it's soundboard and it is good. Sounds fantastic. And then Asheville's right down the road, so I'm stoked to see that. This is a really cool one. Herbie, Hancock, and Jacko Pistorius live in Chicago, February 16th, 1977. They do like a bunch of Headhunter stuff and just like jazz fusion type stuff. I love Herbie Hancock. I've said it once, twice, a million times. You know that about me. And Jacko Pistorius was just a super fascinating dude and phenomenal bass player. Got this Pearl Jam rearview mirror. This is a bootleg, but it might as well be an original. It sounds fantastic. It's on colored vinyl. I had an original of this and sold it when I opened my store to get some cash, and this is just, it's good enough for me. It's a killer comp of greatest hit stuff from Pearl Jam. A couple more things. Got this box set. This is Led Zeppelin Berkeley Days First Night. It's on clear vinyl. Just a cool box set. Sound quality's okay. Not great. Okay. And then I've been wanting this for a super long time. This is the 13th Floor Elevators Music of the Spheres box set, and it is dope. You know, you got all the albums on there, and then you've got Live in California. You've got like some EPs, some different stuff. So very cool 13th Floor Elevators box set I've been after for a long time. And then I'm quickly going to show you guys some gifts that I've been given lately. First of all, before I forget, I meant to show this at the beginning, but Sennheiser was very, very nice. They contacted me and they're like, hey, we want you to do a video on top albums to listen to on your headphones. And I was like, but I don't have headphones, Sennheiser. And they're like, no worries, we got you, bro. And they sent me these sweet Sennheiser 560S headphones. I'm not contractually obligated to show you these. I'm just telling you because I have been listening to lots of records on my headphones lately because it's not a new thing to me, but I just haven't had a nice set of headphones in a long time. So there's so much you lose between the speakers in your ears, especially if you have small kids that are sleeping. Headphones are very nice. But like those headphones are really nice headphones. You put them on and you just, I mean, you can really crank it, you know, and just hear every little detail. So stay tuned. I made a video on the top records I like to listen to on headphones, and it's going to be on their YouTube page. So I'll post it on mine too, but it's coming. All right, let's show you some gifts really quick. No, it says Rich at Ruined Records Art. Really nice. Sent me and Jeremy gifts. This is a Descendants one for Jeremy. And then this is a Zeppelin one for me. Very cool record art there. Just sent me a really nice note saying they love the channel and to enjoy these records. So I haven't shown Jeremy his yet. He's going to be stoked that he's getting some fan mail. This one is U2, The Core Connection. Really nice friend, Chris McGee. He just started a YouTube channel. And he sent me this as a gift. And I love it. Appreciate it, man. I love U2. I love the band U2. I also love you as well. Dom over at Seeking a Thread. If you don't follow Dom at Seeking a Thread, follow him. He's got like really good recommendations, far out music, really good stuff. This is the Patron Saints. This is a really cool, like lo-fi, psychedelic private press record. This is not an original, this is a reissue, but sent me a really nice note. Just really, really nice guy. Heartfelt gift from him, and I really appreciate that, Dom. You're the man. Follow him on YouTube. This guy, this is from guys, and it says name's Draft Riots. He like painted this cover. Really cool. I don't know, but I'm going to be putting that, framing it, putting it in my bathroom at the shop. It's just got that bathroom feel. I love it. And then Stuck in Motion is a band. They sent me their record, and I really, really liked it. Lots of really good instrumentation on here. Really enjoyed it. Guitar, like, guitar stuff's really killer on here. But yeah, I really liked it. Stuck in Motion. Good band. And then like, yeah, I've had a bunch of people, like, it's just because like I have gotten more followers lately, which I don't really understand why people watch my videos anyways, but I've had like a few like bigger labels and stuff say, hey, we're going to send you this. Will you talk about it? And I'm like, no, because that sucks. And I'll tell them like, I don't want to do that. So I've had a couple like box sets and stuff that I've just been like, I'm not going to talk about that because I'm not really into that. So it's not going to be like, I care about if you guys like what I recommend or not. So I'm not going to recommend something that sucks. Oh, last thing here is Andre from the UK sent me this. he found this like Vertigo fanzine, and he made a copy of the whole thing and sent it to me. So I've been studying up on that remix. So sorry for the super long-winded Heavy Rotations update, guys, but thank you guys for watching so much. We'll see you next time.